Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse and wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy.
Oh my goodness, you guys! I said that he was CPU.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
You guys hear me?
Taking on the Tennessee Titans.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Any teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Minnesota Vikings. They're able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the second quarterback chosen back in April from Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit, the ratio. But first and foremost, he did win the game.
Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Tyler Boyd.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
And 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And his throw here is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Tagovailoa. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. He's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be let out by their quarterback back in the NFL for the first time since 2016. It's Colin Kaepernick.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Titans 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 19 carries, 64 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Tennessee.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. With no gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37-yard line.
Now they'll throw. He's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
14-yard line.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dante Pettis. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. at their own 27-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Again, he'll target Boyd, this time successful. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. As he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Tua, and the ball is out.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
My
And the throw
blockers
there going to be
are
incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh my
This is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Throwing is Kaepernick on 3rd down. Open man is Pettis. It's complete.
What?
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tennessee.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
To Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their
Why
lead.
can't you answer my...
CD for
Why
them. This has just been an
can't you
offensive
answer my
explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
What is
Yeah,
your
held
question?
scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. And you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The
What
kickoff
is
unit is out on the field, and they
TTM?
will send this one away.
I don't know what that
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Baker with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
Saw that.
He'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited that...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Nick Boyle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And it's 21-3. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
I can't, like, go block it and just, like...
And able to get this out to the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
Can't even run the ball.
As opposed to
what can we do?
21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I
think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
And a yard at the Titans.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Oh, my goodness.
Incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hello.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
The line of scrimmage once
Says
again.
it's boring.
They get ready for 2nd and goal.
Getting I actually
Again,
have
it's
to play.
Tagovailoa.
Oh my
Down he goes.
goodness.
Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And the 13-year man puts it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
That is on the return. The Titans take over first.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Recovered by the Titans.
A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Oh my goodness, and then my D-line can't do anything.
Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have with
getting
this one's
all
incomplete.
out.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Pass knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A give to Cook out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now a run with Cook. And into the end zone for a 10. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term compliment?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Tua on 4th down.
What is this?
Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of
16 yards, a 1st down.
Tennessee.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Shut up. I don't want to talk about it. Shut up.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Vikings will take over here at 1st and 10.
I want you to see this.
And now out comes Minnesota.
You to see what this
and we'll see what they do on this drive.
Stay here. I want you to see this. Look what I am dealing with here. It's a computer. But this computer is unlike any other computer. Okay, yeah, now they let me get a pass. Okay. I've been dealing with something.
I think it does depend on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that's
what was that?
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's going to go on top for the end zone.
Excuse me?
The Vikings unable to convert here.
You guys saw that? We need some instant replay on that. We need some instant replay on that. We need some instant replay on that. We need some instant replay on this. We need some instant replay. He has it there. Oh, that's 8. Come on. That's dumb. That's dumb. That's absolutely dumb.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate.
This is what I've been dealing with all game.
It's a foot race.
This is what I've been dealing with all game.
Touchdown,
I blitzed everybody. I blitzed everybody. And that still happened.
This Titans
I
offense
blitzed everybody. And that still happened. How? We need some instant replay on this also. Like, how? Everyone is blitzing. Everyone is there. And he's just like, nope. Like, the blockers, no one is getting off of their blocks. No one. The blockers are just like holding everybody. These two are blocking 3 guys at once. These guys are blocking. Look at this. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all. The blockers are just blocking everybody. Like, the blockers are like blocking my whole team. All members of my D line and 2 of my corners are here, getting blocked by these blockers. This one blocker is blocking 3 people at once. This man right here, he's blocking 3 people at once. He's blocking 3 people at once. My guys can't even block half a person at once. And this guy's over here blocking 3 people at once. What? How? And this guy, my guy over here could just literally back up. You don't even need to be going after him anymore. Cook right behind you. You could just tackle him right here. You could tackle him, but no. And how did this guy? Wait, who is this? Neighbors? Jake from State Farm over here just wrecks my guy. Jake from State Farm over here. Jake from State Farm over here. Like, my guy's about to tackle him, and then Jake from State Farm just comes in and, like, no. And look, this guy. So what is this? Like, you are seeing what I'm dealing with. This is not your average computer.
Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
This is not your average computer. So don't we have to give a lot of credit,
not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
They just won't give me a break. It bounced off his helmet? They're just not going to give me a break here, are they? They're just not going to give me a break. They're just not going to give me a break. Like, look at this. We're going. What? Ow. It didn't even hit his head. Wait, if we can get like some instant replay on this, the ball didn't hit his head. The ball didn't hit his head. The ball. This is the closest the ball got. This is the closest the ball got. The ball didn't hit his head. And how did the ball even hit his head? How did the ball hit his head? Why didn't he just catch?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe
my block. We need another instant replay. I want to see what happened here. What happened for this? Who got in? This boy right here. He has two blockers, and he's just like, there's two people blocking him. And my blocker's like, oh, go right through. Look, this guy even pushes he pushes him forward. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, what? He just, like, get out of my way. He just, like, what? How? He just breaks through 2 blocks, and this guy over here blocks 3 people at once. 2 of my blockers can't block 1 person.
Third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Airing it out deep for Woods.
Get any time.
They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And then 2 of these guys.
Deep for Woods. Intercepted for the 3rd
I
time.
like their content. What do you hit the
Sean Murphy bunted.
Just.
I
just don't even know.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
I don't even know.
For 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
About to break
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Got a man,
really taking a cut at my self-esteem.
Cole
Beasley there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort. They want to play it all the way out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious?
Stop
when you
bullying
start that
me.
next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see.
Okay, who is this? Who is this? Who is this that got in there instantly?
But if he was hit a fraction.
Who is this who got in there instantly? Who is this on the end? Who got it instantly? This boy right here. Who is this? Lawson. Who is Lawson? No one's blocking him. Who's blocking him? No one. Are you guys seeing this? Wait, guys. What is this boy doing? What is he doing? What? Okay, what is your importance on this play? What is this guy's importance on this play? What is his importance? He does absolutely nothing. This guy does absolutely nothing this whole play except at the end when I'm already getting sacked. Like, the first time he makes contact, it's right here. And I'm already getting harassed. What? Like, what?
Sooner it may have been a fumble.
Brings up third down.
The Vikings on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
From the gun, it's Tua.
There's still someone coming to harass me.
At midfield. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I haven't gotten a touchdown this whole
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35
talk about how
to
that
36.
guy on the edge was blocking better than he was, how he was blocking better on a play he was supposed to not block than on a play he was supposed to block.
36-yard line.
Tua to throw again.
Under pressure. Under pressure? Okay, hold on. We need an instant replay. Where was pressure? Like, I've been getting pressure all game, but I don't know where pressure was. Alright, let's see. Where was pressure? Pressure. He's social distancing from you. How is this pressure? He's social distancing. Like you have like a good 6 feet. You have a good 6 feet. How is this under pressure? How is this under pressure? How is this under pressure? Ow. This is okay, so this is saying this is under pressure. That's a good 6 feet. That's a good 6 feet. That ain't no pressure, Tua. That isn't pressure. Like, I don't see, how did the ball even go? Like, okay, so the receiver he's trying to throw to is right here. The ball just like no, like why?
The intended receiver that time was Josh
Why
Jacobs.
did they hurt me in this way?
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Tua setting up shop to throw.
Finally!
Finally! Touchdown! Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
It just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even if this game is over.
What is that to the pigs? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Vikings' 43-yard line.
Now Cap, he's going to look to run. He's got the first down here inside.
Are you kidding? He gets hit stick. Okay, hold up. We need some statistics. We need some statistics on this. He got hit sticked by Marcus May. An 85 strong safety with. Okay, we're gonna have to go a little bit to find hit power. With 87 hit power. How much does this man, Colin Kaepernick, how much carrying does this Colin Kaepernick have? Let's see, carrying. He has 66 carrying. What? How is this possible? This is just no at this point. Like, I don't even know what to say. I have witnesses. Like, what?
He was brought down by Marcus.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
We have witnesses. We have a witness.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah, maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
No.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
No. Like, yes, I have a witness. I have a witness that this game has been absolutely AIDS.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna come back on stream later. Like in 5 minutes, I'm gonna switch games.